Hello, hey there, this is Benjamin Bogonko, inspirational speaker and also a teacher. In this video, I'm going to share with you some of the reasons why a man may never open up to speak out the things that he is facing or going through that you may want to hear from him. But before I share with you those reasons, the man that I'm talking about could be your brother, could be your son, could be your father, could be your best friend, could be a stranger, so long as he is a man. And there are very many reasons that even when you want him to open up to say the things that you really want to hear as a mother, as a girlfriend, as a wife, or any other person, even a fellow man waiting to hear from this man or that man may not get all this information that he wants from him. Now, let me share with you some of the reasons why a man will never, or it's difficult for him to speak out. The first reason is the upbringing. How was this man brought up in his family, together with the neighbors, and even the schooling, if he went to school, his surroundings, the environment that he grew up in? I'll give you a very clear example about this reason. Most of us, even me as a man, growing up, when I was offended, attacked, and even sometimes abused, and I had to cry just as being a child, my own parents and even the neighbors that were older than me always told me, you need to act as a man. Boys are not supposed to cry. Boys are not supposed to act weak. And when a man grows up in this environment, he knows that after he has become old enough, even if he's a teenager or an adult, he cannot be able to speak out the things that he is facing because he was told that men are supposed to act strong in any circumstances. The second reason why a man may not open up is obviously his past experiences. Past experiences may include lots of torture, lots of abuse, lots of mistreatment, even lack of love. If this man grew up in an environment that he was not able to grow normally like any other child, and then people, even his closest family members, betrayed him, even his past relationships, if he has already begun dating and after he began opening up, he was still betrayed by the same people that he was trying to trust, it will stop him from opening up to the next person that would like him to say something about the things he is facing. The other reason is the fear of being judged. We live in an environment where people are so scared about revealing the things they are facing because they know that the person is going to listen to them, who is going to receive this information, is actually going to judge them. Even if it's his wife, his girlfriend, a stranger that he has met, even his co-worker that he works together with, he knows once he opens his mouth to begin revealing those personal things affecting him, the next thing he's going to hear is judgment, backlash. And I want to give you an example. If a man is in a public setting and then there is a scuffle, a fight between him and a woman, then the woman slaps him, what will happen? The people who are there, they will look, they will be curious to know what's going on. Very few people will try to stop the woman attacking the man. But if the situation is in the opposite way, if the man slaps a woman in a public setting, even fellow men and other women will attack him, will try to stop him and push him away from doing that kind of thing. But all these things, these are just experiences that right from the first reason which I've just shared with you, he has been brought up to act strong and behave like everything is okay when things are not okay with him. The other reason is lack of many friends, and I mean many close friends. Personally, as Benjamin, growing up, the friends that I have had in my life that I can actually open up with, they're not even more than 5. The only friends most men have are those schoolmates that he grew up with, right from the lower level of schooling up to the higher level of schooling. And some of these friends, as you know, once you complete your studies, you may actually lose touch with them. Very few men keep close with these friends. Maybe his cousins are close to him, but how many cousins are they? So this man, unlike women who are very able to meet a stranger and start up talking about the things they are facing, whether it's in the salon, in a cafe, in a restaurant, men cannot do this. And I want to give you an example about this scenario. If men are seated together and they are talking together with fellow men, and the same scenario, women are seated together talking, the topics that will be in these two different groups will be absolutely not the same. Men will talk about general things, the weather, the politics, sports, women and sex, but women, at least they will share some of the things that they are facing and bothering them. The other reason is lack of safe environment. That environment that a man can share what he is facing without being judged, without being questioned, without being interrupted. When a man is sharing his story to you as a woman or to even a fellow man, are you going to listen to him without judging him? He is worried about the environment that he is going to put himself to begin talking and opening up and saying the things that he is facing. Last but not least, I know this reason may not make sense to you, but this is a man's thing. This is a distinction between men and women. A man may not open up because of his ego, because of his power and his interest to control and always offer solutions. Many men, when you tell them a story, if a woman tells a man a story, the next thing he will do, even without listening to hear the tone, the pain that is coming from that woman, is to provide solutions. Men are trained to offer solutions, so they cannot open up. It will mean that they cannot get solutions by themselves. They would rather keep quiet, suffer inside, and not reveal these things to anyone because they are expected to have solutions any day, anytime. And if his ego, his power, and his control are going to be affected by revealing what he's facing, he would rather die inside and never share anything to any person. These are just some of the reasons why your man or a man that you know that you always wanted him to talk to you, giving you those blue ticks, ignoring your messages, going quiet on you. These could be some of the reasons why he does that to you. And it could be your son, it could be your brother, it could be your boyfriend, your husband, a stranger that you have met, or even somebody that you work together or even live close to each other. If you learned something from this video, please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more new content, and also share this video to a family member or a friend that you care for. I hope to see you in the next video. Take care of yourself, and as a man, I encourage you to speak out, speak up. It will help you to deal with so many issues that you're facing, and also more importantly, to avoid making many more mistakes.